dance record.
1990s country dance scooted their boots in this geometrically named type of dancing. Jennifer?
What is line dance?
Right.
The National Weather Service in Louisville has issued a tornado warning for East Central Logan County in South Central Kentucky, Northern Simpson County in South Central Kentucky, West Central Allen County in South Central Kentucky, Southwestern Warren County in South Central Kentucky, until 6:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 6:20 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 10 miles southwest of Memphis Junction, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Expected hazards include tornado. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous storm will be near Bowling Green around 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Memphis Junction around 6:35 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Hardcastle, Allen Springs, Rockfield, Beach Pond, Auburn, Greenhill, South Union, Woodburn, Matlock, and Alvedon. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
The stroke. And there's nothing soothing about that.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT now.
Everything Jeopardy is at Jeopardy.com. Get behind-the-scenes stories and news with J-Buzz. Come visit the J-Store for all the latest swag. And sign up for the Jeopardy Anytime Test when you're ready to try out for the show. Find all the answers to your Jeopardy question at Jeopardy.com.
This is an impact by joining News 40 for Food Truck Fridays. This week features Only Fries, Fiji Shakery, to benefit Barron River Area Child Advocacy Center. See the full lineup at WNKY.com. The News 40 weather app, now available for your Apple and Android devices. Driven by Greenwood Ford Lincoln Mobile Service. WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Bowling Green Fireplace and Grill.
Spring is in full swing, and it's time to freshen up your home with
But this tornado warning is in effect until 6:45. So about the next 15, 16, 17 minutes, or we're going to be under that particular tornado warning. And anytime we have these kind of systems like this, and it's usually on the southwest corner of the initial cell where we can find the trouble spot, and you can clearly see that couple of inbound, outbound winds right there. Let's zoom in on that particular cell. Let's pixel query the inbound, outbound winds and see what we're looking at. There's probably going to be fairly similar. No, let's go down right here to that brightest green and the darkest red, right in that general area. I think that's where it's going to be. Robertson Road. Yeah. Go up to this, go up that lighter red, the outbound. It's jumping around on it. Yeah. So that brighter red with the brightest green. I think it's going to be pretty close. Yeah, you see there, it's 39.
Sorry guys, the signal's going out.
Much, but we're talking about the location. Sticking something there when the numbers.
That's what happens when you have an antenna. It goes in and out.
Scan that came in. Now we're having some brighter red. This is 30. That's going to be there's. So, seeing the thing is tightest rotation with this way road. That's where there's plenty of subdivisions back at that area. Nashville Road, that's 31W, of course, and then road is 242. Road, of course, on in Pizza almost with 31W. So it's in that split moving off to the northeast. That is going to affect Three Springs Road, Rich Pond Road, some are starting to come in now. It's at least a little bit. So guys, what are you seeing?
Yes. So here's just a few photographs that I was actually able to get in, and this was just emailed.
Oh, nice.
And this.
That's okay, guys, because I recorded WBKO as well, and it's going to be in this video as well. I'm going to edit it together.
Okay.
So you're really these storms that are.
I mean, I'm recording WBKO, and I'll edit it in this video. I'm recording WBKO as well, but this is WNKY 40.
Yeah, now this at first glance you would look at this and say, well, it's like a tornado, but it's actually what you're seeing here. Little appendage. You're a lot of rain. This is rain that's coming down right here, and that little bright area there is indicating probably hail with the rain. That's the rain shaft and rain cooled air that is coming out of this particular system. If I were to think about where I'm looking, I'm probably looking off to the south, seeing some of that rain cooled air taking place. And on the brighter side of this particular, if this is a funnel, it could be just an extension of the clouds kind of going back off in the distance. But this brighter shaded area here is indicating the dry slot where some of that moisture is being lifted up into the storm, and then it's being deposited here to the side of your screen. So that's very heavy rain, possible tornado there that we see from that particular vantage point. Again, it's just kind of hard to tell for sure, but that's a pretty good some of the stuff that we're seeing with the first system, the first warning, and this lighter looking greens going right across 31W Nashville Road in between Woodburn and Rich Road. Three Springs Road is going to cross right over Three Springs and go over toward Rich Pond Road, and then eventually Fred Line Matlock Road that runs right up through there. This is Interstate 65. Parallel with that is where this is moving off to the east northeast at 45 miles per hour. So it's south of the city of city proper the city limits, but part of that could flip, especially the Three Springs area. This would be the Greenwood exit here, 231 Scottsville Road. You see it right there. This would be Interstate 65. Then you see 31W as it goes down Nashville Road toward the Woodburn area. It's still kind of, it's still kind of fringy, if you will. I can't think of a better word to think of in describing. Again, not a very tight rotation. It's tight enough to be pronto warning, but it's not all that tight enough to say, yes, absolutely guaranteed there's a tornado underneath it. I would need to see something a little bit tighter than that. True before I could say that that is a confirmed tornado. But you at home need to treat it as an actual tornado because we're under a warning for about the zero.
And the thing you can get a quick spin up. That's one thing that we did mention is that you can get a quick spin up. These storms are developing. Of course, this is right actually right there's not really at least until this front half. This is the area that so there's that is just pretty count. So again, where we're seeing the it's towards the towards the spring and just really just east of Nashville Road. Just making it a lot of those
Come on, signal. Yes, I have a flat screen, but I had it recording. But I also have a digital converter box for my TV as well. Because there's some channels that I can get on the converter that will not come in on the regular TV. Hold a minute, what's it doing now? There we go. It's back.
But right now, there's tornado. You can hit.
We mentioned with the last tornado warning, as a threat, as it is that tornado warning that is out for your area.
Now, zoom out and go back to like if you're producing gas, this that with some very few things. The big things have been rapidly also. The Tennessee including almost down to spring. Free Springs, Memphis Junction. Oh, you're taking in probably about, I don't know, 15 miles or less. That would be just, you know, our castle, particular. Register liquor out east area. It was northeast at 45 miles per hour.
Yes, moving east or north and east at 45 miles an hour, and this again, this will just at 6:45, so that's just 4 minutes away. Looking at the National Weather Service, trying to figure out if they issue a new warning, out ahead of this, but it looks like the storm still has some broad. That's what we've been seeing, but certainly working towards the east, the eastern working. And this will take it actually up Warren County.
Right.
It holds at least consistency is being either that's 49. Motley's 15 at 703. So this is actually the next 15 to 20 as this moves east. Scan the velocities really it just
Yay. The daggum signal. Why is 40 doing that? It normally does not go out when there's bad weather. Don't know if I got the antenna turned just right or what, because I had to turn it the other day. Because I had to turn it the other day to watch a ball game on a TV channel, and ever since I turned it back, I don't know why it's acting up.
Public service in Louisville, they're saying that at 6:45 this storm will allow to be expired. The storm, which prompted warning, has weakened to below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. So therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. But the tornado watch, from our understanding, still projected to stay until like 9 p.m. But just as soon as this line makes its way through, it may just shave its way off.
and you notice that as this line moves, the counties have shipped away. So we had Richland and Todd counties now getting shipped away. My next thing is like we're going to see Logan County now that the line's right on top of you guys. As this line moves east of you, especially towards Butler County, you're going to see your tornado watches get chipped away as well. So it's getting chipped away from west to east as this line continues to work eastward. And as this final push that we're tracking, as it works eastward, our severe weather threat should diminish.
Yeah, let's take a look. Before we go, let's take a look at two suspect areas. One is going to be up here in Greene County, and then the other one in Sumner County. I just want to take a look, and you may have to switch radar sites.
Let's switch this over here.
Maybe Louisville. Yeah. Now that's looking a little more impressive there.
Is this
That's
the
up in Greene
same-
County.
Yeah, that's the same
This
one
is
from
the same
earlier.
storm that was actually through.
Oh, now it's coming in now. What's the deal with this thing?
Before, or right around 6 p.m. beforehand.
Maybe I do still have it pointed the right way.
Of course, worked its way to Greene County.
Yep.
And it's still showing some communication rotation there.
I mean, it's got a little bit. It may be doing more of a gust front type situation because it has more of an outbound wind than an inbound. There's a little bit of a couplet there, but something that's worth watching for those of you, if you are watching us up in Greene County, you may want to watch that. 68 communities of Eggsy would be in there. You go on up to Thurlow, Greensburg, where it meets up with 218 coming out of Park City. The Pierce community, that would be 68, or just 218 as it meets up with 68 right there just south of Greensburg. There's Exie, Lyalltown. That's on the southern tip of Greene County. So there you may want to watch for the potential of damaging wind at least, if not a tornado. Now the other place to look at is coming in the southern edge. Let's go to Nashville radar. There we go. This is coming out of Sumner County, Portland to Westmoreland. That would be Highway 52. You go further north, there's the Tennessee-Kentucky border. You've got Scottsville. That would be 100 coming out of Franklin into Scottsville. In that particular area, that looks like a pretty good hail core that's running across 52. It may be 25 that I'm looking at instead of 52. Can you zoom in on that? It looks like it's either 52 or that's 25, I believe, that's down that direction. So anyway, as you come out of Portland, Tennessee, and going over toward Westmoreland, right around the Liberty community, that is all moving kind of in a northeast fashion that may affect places like Adolphus. This would be 31E and 231 as it goes north. Of course, it branches off before you get to the Kentucky border and goes toward Lebanon, Tennessee, down toward Westmoreland. So this would be just 231. 31E would be further south. And then you see over toward Sugar Grove, Fairfield, and those areas. All of that looks to be moving into southern Kentucky. So those of you in, say, southern Allen County will want to be on guard for this. Just south of Scottsville, there's Scottsville above the banner. You see the petroleum community. This would be 31E as it goes into Rodimer and Chapel Hill. The Fleet community, that would be the old 31E as it goes into Westmoreland. So you need to be, those are the areas that we need to be watchful for some really rough weather. And then on the other side of it, that looks like a pretty good hail core that's right there across the Amos community and up toward Mount Zion and the Holland community. I believe that's 98 or 99 that is going through those communities there. And then that would be Highway 100, Holland Road, that goes out to the east. So that road goes all the way down to Lafayette, Tennessee. So if you're in those communities watching us, that's where you need to be on the watch for hail core, some large hail, and the possibility of damaging wind. Even though there's not a warning of any kind out for those places, that is some intense rainfall. And you see a couple of little lightning strikes. I've noticed that lightning strikes have gone way down, which is another sign that a lot of the instability factor with these storms is starting to come down.
Yeah, that's certainly good news there. And then also,
and that warning has just been lifted too.
Yes, and we're starting to get closer to, or if not right near sunset. So that means there's not much daylight to work with either with these storms. So they're also losing energy with that. But we are watching, of course, this line just towards the west. This is that final push. It's extending through Grayson County.
It's catching up with all of this out ahead of it.
And now here into northwestern Warren County. Let's actually pull up the
let's pull up live
camera, which is a pretty neat tool to have. And let me just find the right frame.
There's that final line. about to come through. Yeah, and you can see it off in the distance here. As we're seeing, these are just rain shafts. I know it's easy to look off in the distance and say, oh, that looks like a tornado, that looks like a tornado, that looks like a tornado. But actually, this is just the base of that line of thunderstorms. That's pretty common with this kind of weather. That's just a raindrop on the camera lens there. That's nothing. But you can see how these little striations come down underneath the base of that thunderstorm. That's just rain. That's just a lot of heavy rain that is going on there. You just saw the update. Did you move the camera a little? Okay, you're moving.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I was going to look back towards Western.
Okay, yeah. So that's a raindrop there. So there's Western. Here's the base of those clouds, and you're seeing a little bit more definition here, which would also give you a little, of course that looks a little suspect, but a lot of this is just what we call scud clouds. There's enough of an updraft going up into the thunderstorm to where it is just a lot of energy, a lot of moisture being sucked up into these storms. That's how they build up the way you see them towering up here. That's what's happening. And then you get this little appendage or just these little striations here at the very edge of this. That's where the colder air is undercutting the thunderstorm itself, or the line of showers and thunderstorms. As that colder air comes down and starts to undercut that particular system, that is where you're most likely, if you're going to see something in the way of some rotation, if there's enough shear, there's plenty enough out there. If there's something that's going to form, this would be where it would form, not underneath the rain shaft, but it would be in this area of the updraft of the storm. And so you're starting to see little things here that, may be a little suspect. We'll continue to watch that. But so far, we're not seeing anything that would indicate big or tight rotation, maybe just a lot of heavy rain coming in with this. But this is the final line that is just about to move over the city of Bowling Green. And then after that, we are done, thankfully, with all this. We hope so anyway. And just when we thought we were done a few minutes ago, we were not quite done. And I'm glad that I went back and said earlier that not until that final line moves through are we out of the woods as far as the possibility of a tornado. This is also a raindrop. That's nothing that's trying to fall out of the clouds. It looks like a tornado. That's a raindrop that's smearing the image that we're looking at from our AAA Systems vantage point at Reservoir Hill. So there you see the whole storm complex. Here it is on radar, about to move into the city of Bowling Green. That's what we've been looking at. And if you look as the crow flies here from downtown Bowling Green, where we're located, Reservoir Hill, and looking out toward Western in kind of a southwest fashion, that's exactly the line that we just looked at on the live cam from downtown. So that's what we're looking at. I don't see anything really suspect there. You may want to turn on velocity just to take a look, just to see what we can see there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking more uniform. It's not anything nothing sticking out this line.
There may be a gust of wind with that on the leading edge of it, but even that looks a bit disorganized. So we'll get another brief, good shot of rain, maybe a rumble of thunder, and then this is pretty much over for all points west of Bowling Green and I-65. You'll be in the clear from any further nasty weather. Have we had any more reports coming in from anybody?
No real reports at this time. No.
Okay, that's good. General, what we call stratiform rains, that's where the rains are just there, and they're covering the entire area. There's nothing really cellular that's going on with this system. As you go from Glasgow down to Scottsville, down 31E and Barron River Lake, which a few minutes ago was looking kind of nasty, not so much now, but this is just a lot of heavy rain from Westmoreland up to Scottsville into Allen County, and then as you go 231 Scottsville through halfway to Allen Springs and then into Bowling Green, you're going to run into a lot of heavy rain. There's only one or two little lightning strikes that I'm seeing there as that last blast continues to move further east, and then you've got those heavier showers that are from Rockfield to Auburn along 6880 to the southwest of Bowling Green. All right. right. So we're at 6:55, the current time. I'm almost hesitant to throw it back to regular programming with no warnings at all out there, because just as soon as I do, something else pops up. It's just nature says I'm going to do it my way and not your way. That's the way it works. But thank you all for indulging us and letting us come on and serve you with the latest weather information. Darius and Noah, thank you very much, and everybody in the control room. Let's just all be thankful that we did not have a day as bad as some locations did, like up toward metro Louisville, up into parts of southern Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. It was much worse there than what we saw here. So hopefully, once this line comes on through, we can say good night and good riddance to this entire system. But we're going to hang around here in the studio just in case. If something else does pop up, we'll be here to serve you and have that. In the meantime, we're going to throw it back to regular programming at WNKY, CBS, and NBC 40. Thank you so much for watching.
Prepared, be ready with commuter forecasts, weekday mornings on News 40 Sunrise. Tune in for the latest conditions and in-depth forecasts so you can safely get where you need to go.
Commuter forecast, powered by JB Electric.
The most important part of anyone's injury case is the firm you hire. You see, all law firms are not the same. Our firm has recovered billions and billions for clients. Injured, there's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
You realize what time it is?
What time is it?
It's Me TV time.
Me?
Watch me.
Me TV has more than 60 memorable TV series airing every week.
Animation.
Bonanza.
Andy,
Mama.
Carol,
All in the family.
The Three Stooges smash.
oh, clearance sale. It's always a good time to watch Me TV.
Where are they?
Watch WNKY, Me TV 40 on these local channels.
Me TV.
Memorable entertainment.